or, the more appropriate greeting for wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. I am, I woke up for the second time today, not too long ago. Didn't sleep that long, but it's weird. I've just been taking these like very late naps. But considering it's right before I stream every time this happens, seems like just the appropriate thing to do to some extent. I definitely probably am using more energy than expected or that I realized. So to give myself time to rest before doing it. And I can't beat myself up about that too much, can I? So sleep schedule's still fucked. In case you were wondering, no. There's just no schedule to it anymore. Sleep when you can. I don't know, I was feeling real fiery, angsty, and ready to like yell about things. And then in the past couple hours, I've just been chilling quietly to myself. 111. It's one here. I think it's like 111 at the time. Not anymore. It's late, but it was close. Um, yeah, and just being alone and in the quiet for the past couple hours, I'm like, oh, I don't even remember what I was gonna say that I felt so compelled to be angry about. So who knows? Ads. Let's just yeah, you know how it is. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so I'm back, and like I said, I was, I was feeling a little angsty. I was just like, and another thing, and another thing, and then I don't know, how much does it really matter? You know, some stuff does, sometimes doesn't. Sometimes you just can't ruin your own good mood, even with, you know, a nice healthy dose of reality. Sometimes you just gotta hang on to the illusion that you're happy, but if you're not, you know, that kind of vibe, where I'm like, you know, I might be in pain, I might be miserable, I might be feeling a little bit. But if I have these brief moments of I'm okay, I'm actually enjoying myself, I feel good, I'm not going to be reminded of all the things that make me angry in this world. I reserve that for when I'm genuinely feeling angry. So while I was thinking of a few topics to come on here and more or less complain about, I can't remember a goddamn any of them. And I like that, you know? On season 6 of True Blood, in case you were wondering why the Jason Stackhouse just slipped out of me. I don't know. Something about that man, huh? Anyway, maybe it'll be a slow night, but in the meantime, I am just gonna get all fixed up. Making a nice little fresh bowl, you know how it is. Gotta have something to offer to everybody. Um, I'm obsessed with keeping my bongs super clean, so I changed the water like yesterday, I think. That was nice. Do like a vinegar cleanse soon here. Yeah, it's dirty, but it's mostly be pulling stuff through the bowl base because I always clean up every time I use it. Scrape it a little of its resin. That's really, I mean, it's the worst part about smoking weed is the fucking resin. But like no better than tar, right? Or other things that are tar-like substances. Not to be laughing about something serious. You know what I'm saying? That shit's not good for your lungs whatsoever. However, gotta love a bong. Filters through water. Best you can do besides like vaporizing it. And I don't mean dab tinctures. Anyway, this is not marijuana advocacy. I'm just chilling. What are you gonna do? There ain't nobody here. A lurker, maybe two. I'm chilling. Mary, were you here the whole time? Or did you just walk into me saying it's quiet, too quiet? I didn't say that verbatim, but nice. I just ate before this. It was some ramen. Not even like good ramen I made myself, but like I was drunk at the liquor store the other day, picked out a pack of ramen for me to eat. Was just too drunk, didn't eat it. Uh, and I had it for dinner right now. So I'm like, oh, how nice. Yes, yes. Hello. Been a minute. How's it going? Playing some incense. Got a bowl packed. Very concentrated on the vibe right now. Um, it's like day 7 of just bleeding for no reason. Cramps out of control. Period doesn't start for a week and a half. It's okay. It happens once in a while, you know. It really does. So I'm just chilling. Yeah, it's a good chance. Also, if you're on your phone and using the Twitch app, it's probably that. Okay, better on a desktop. Everybody knows that. I thought I was having a bad bang day, but then I saw it on camera and I was like, you know what? It's not as bad as it seemed. My hair does not actually look this shiny. Something is doing me favors, right? That's so sweet. Because it certainly looks more like straw than anything, in my opinion, my real life vision. I'm not even trying to dog on myself or white people. Yet, is it untrue? No. Especially not when I have dirty blonde hair. Jesus fuck, man. What's up, everybody? Happy to have you here. Um, Lurkers and chatters alike. How's it going? forgot to do a personal reading I was supposed to do today. Whoops. I do that every day. I forget to do something, especially personal readings. I used to be very instantaneous with personal readings, like day of turnaround. And I don't think that they were any less accurate before, but I just feel like I don't know what it is lately where I take sometimes days up to a week to like get back to people on the readings. And I don't, like I said, I just don't really know why. I wonder if it's more concise, more insightful. I've also noticed that with the personal readings I've been doing lately, they're like I don't use the tarot as much. I'm not actually physically using the cards as much lately, and I'm wondering if that's why, straight up getting messages is gonna take a bit more timing and energy and temperance than perhaps actually just shuffling and seeing it for what it is. It's just some thoughts I was having. So, don't know. Yeah, maybe it is just a coincidence. Maybe it is just a coincidence. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Could just be a coincidence. I never really think I care for fire that much until nice little flame. Ooh, I'm hypnotizing you. Kidding, come on. Alright, it probably roasted the fuck out of this. It's gonna burn so quick, but it just was so pretty. Hey there, Delilah kind of just popped in my head. Doesn't seem like there'd be a reason for that. Doubt anybody's just casually listening to Plain White Tees very much lately. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yeah, you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you. Swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah. I'm not good at singing this song 'cause I don't remember the words and I don't think I ever got along with whatever the hell they had going on. It wasn't my song, but it did pop in my head, so I don't know if that's for someone else. Not me. You know what I mean? Uh, what you do to me? Oh, what you do to me? Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. We're just getting a little warmed up. You know how it is. If we're in the pink box, we're just chatting. If we're in the turquoise box, we're doing tarot. I'm thinking about I've been using a lot of my decks lately, and I feel like I cycle through them, and I try to use them not necessarily all equally because it's different things for different decks. So you can't just be doing constant love readings or anything. What haven't I used lately? Because I used Guardian the Night Tarot and the Thoth deck and the Halloween Oracle last night. I used the Cosmic Deck of Initiation a few times lately. The pink deck we did a few times in a row, but granted it has been a minute. The demon deck. I feel like we haven't checked in with the karmics in a fucking minute, huh? We never did our yearly financial forecast, did we? I don't know that I care to. Maybe it should just be surprises. Maybe we did do it. I don't remember. I think we have to use the Demon Tarot. I'm trying to use, once again, I'm trying to use a deck I haven't used in a while. It might be time to break the mystery deck out. I started a bit late. I probably won't be streaming for too long. Got through 5 hours last night. That was pretty intense. I'm thinking demon deck. No. Okay. If we do the demon oracle, it can be karmic relationships. It can be money and labor related. It can be both. But if I'm gonna do the karmic deck and the twin flame deck, we might as well also do the soulmate deck, right? And just go 3 for 3. Kind of. Damn. And we used the pink deck so much. Like I said, I think it was last week, maybe the week before. Like 3 nights in a row. It's all anybody wanted. But it pairs with the demons, mystics. We're gonna do all 3. This is one of those nights. Apparently, I wasn't really gunning for love readings, but I was just like, well, what haven't we used? And we used 4 decks last night. I mean, what am I going to do about that? Nothing. I'm not going to use any of those. No. 4 decks or 3 decks? Maybe 4. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to stick with this. Taking on 3 decks in a night seems a bit ambitious for me lately. I'm not even going to lie to you. It does seem ambitious for me lately, but that's okay. I'm down with it. I'm not going to take too much more time to chat. Might be a little colder than I thought, yeah? I don't mean I mean in a very literal way. So, I want to be able to work on that painting, but I'm so lost on it that I know the time's not right. And I also have that thing, my dice shooter that I wanted to do, and I haven't got around to that either. But now that I have the new setup to better accommodate to my art streams, it will be soon, yeah? Maybe that's what we'll do Wednesday if I end up streaming Wednesday, depending on what Wednesday. um, yeah. 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 Cool. So how are y'all doing? I'm just warming up a little bit. Probably chat for a couple more minutes and then get into reading. Quite honestly, I'm kind of ready to get a move on now that I got 3 decks picked out. I feel like I need to start them so I don't get too late or anything. So it's already too late for some people, and that's okay. If you gotta go, you gotta go, babe. You don't have to stick around with me. Last night was intense, and then I had some pretty heavy dreams, but I don't remember what they were. And it's crazy because I sleep with my phone on silent. Like I briefly mentioned, I took a nap at like 8 p.m. It was probably 7:30, 7, maybe 7 o'clock. Slept till probably 8:30. It was very weird. It's not often I take naps at all. It's just that I've been breaking my sleep because of the weather a lot. But I let myself sleep. But my phone's always on silent. And while I was sleeping, I opened my eyes. I saw that my phone was fucking ringing. Couldn't answer. It was my nieces. I was like, dude, I was fucking so asleep. I texted him later. But it was just very bizarre that I was like out. And I was getting a phone call. Once again, my phone is literally always on silent. It's always on silent. So it was very bizarre to just open my eyes and see that. I was a little bit blown away. So um, yeah, it's like whatever. I waited till really late in the day to have caffeine because I was like, "Yo, clean your fucking French press, and I didn't. I fucking didn't. Like, nope. I'm gonna drink this energy drink that I have. Uptime's so good. It's white peach lemonade, dog. With natural caffeine and cane sugar. Can't go wrong. They don't sponsor me, but I wish they did so I could drink this shit for free. literally amazing. It's almost gone, but I don't even feel tired as much as I'm yawning and acting like I'm so lazy, lethargic. I don't know. I don't know. It's a curious energy to me. Um, gonna be a quiet night, I guess. So cheers to my lurker, whoever stuck around, whoever stayed and isn't having issues with Twitch app and everything. Glitch, 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 glitch. Hi. I just say okay, hi, because you feel bad that you were lurking, or you just caught me. You, yeah, I usually start super late, so it's a little bit earlier today. Hello, I didn't start tarot yet or anything. Yep, yep, I'm completely nocturnal. I'm becoming a bit of an insomniac lately. I make jokes about hosting Insomniacs Anonymous because most of the people who watch my stream are people who can't sleep, whereas I'm just nocturnal. I just stay up through the night, and then usually sleep like 6 to 8 hours a day every day, just in the morning. Um, but lately I've been an insomniac. I'm sleeping randomly a couple hours at a time, not wanting to sleep or can't sleep at the end of the day or beginning of the night, morning, whatever you call it. So definitely Insomniacs Anonymous over here. I'm playing 222 on the timer. I was just chatting. It's kind of like my pre-reading warm-up. I always know if I'm in chat mode based on the pink box that you can see bordering around me. That's meaning that we're chatting. Once I switch to the turquoise box, we're in tarot mode. But you should know I don't really do personal readings, and I fucking should just stop saying that because it just makes people leave, you know? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um, but yeah, I mean, then it gets pretty personal. Yeah. Um, I think I know who the other two people watching are anyway, so I guess it was for you. Because I think everybody else on here right now knows that. Oh, maybe that connection. I don't know. It's funny because it's like I can never tell if Twitch is having issues or if it's just like um whatever. I don't know. The view count is just skewy where I knew that there was two people lurking and now it's two people, but there's one talking to me and then there was somebody who said back. Just keeps fluctuating a lot. And I'm like, who's here and who isn't? And also, is everybody having issues with the Twitch app? Because even when I try to watch a VOD on the Twitch app on my phone, fucking sucks, bro. I had to shut it down. It wouldn't play. Like it was awful. Um, but I'm just watching the numbers fluctuate and I shouldn't pay attention to it, but it's kind of not disregarding or disalarming. What's the word? It's just weird. Um, so that would fuck with your numbers on Twitch. Which, anyways, I am babbling. I was killing a little bit of time before I rolled more ads before I started the tarot because I just rolled ads. But I just like to take that 3 minutes to kind of be like, okay, I'm getting in tarot mode. So I'm just chit chatting a minute before I bust out the cards. But I already picked out the 3 decks that I'm going to use tonight, and we're doing a string of love reads, I guess, because I try to just switch if there's not a specific message or a specific deck that like comes to mind or is called to. I try to just keep it even and use them in regular rotation. In the past few streams, I've used so many of the decks that I feel like the only one that I haven't used in a while is literally the Demon Oracle. And then I kept saying I was going to use the mystery deck, but I didn't. I think I did maybe a week ago. Haven't since though. I don't. Maybe I did use it recently. I don't know. Those were the two that I feel like it's been the longest. But then I was like, well, if I do those two, I might as well do the pink deck too. So it just ended up being love readings, which is okay. I don't need to make a sour face. Um, and then I'm really stuck on this whole like I really don't know how I used to jam pack so much into one stream, so many personals in one week, so much spending time with. Like, I don't know. I don't know what changed. I don't know if I realized that what I was doing was too valuable to be doing it that much. I don't know if I'm having the fairy effect of like, what, is my magic gonna run out? No, probably not how that works, but who knows, Where I don't know why I have a very less of tolerance, but I feel like my capacity for things is so much lower than it was. But the messages are not any more accurate or any clearer almost. But I think that's an indication for me that there's going to be a refocus. And this is what I've been saying for myself for a long time is that I do tarot. I love tarot. I like tarot. I don't mind that tarot is lucrative, right? I guess it's a benefit to me that tarot's lucrative. But that is the biggest reason why it's my main gig is because it's the thing that makes me the most money. Like when it comes to my content, when it comes to my um, skills or trades, right? It's best money per hour by the hour. So you can imagine that it would be frustrating for me when all of a sudden I'm like, damn, why am I not busting out as much of the readings? Like, why am I unable to do it? I used to do 12 zodiac readings, sometimes with multiple decks in each reading, in a night. And then all of a sudden it was in 2 days and it was 3 days, which made sense. Then I was taking up so much of my time making really long videos, right? Lately, I don't know where I'll do one, the other. I don't know if it's just because part of me feels like there's there is lurkers on Twitch. I get there's lurkers on Twitch, but there's straight up stalkers on this channel, and I know it. And I kind of think that's why I can't do as much performance on point is because people are draining the fuck out of me, and whether or not they're doing it on purpose is very questionable. And for them to know, possibly for me to find out, because as the dust settles, things come out, right? Um, but either way, I think it might be draining me, and I feel like today I had a very serious talk with my guides about this because I was like, why am I getting so exhausted? What am I supposed to do? The stream's going really well. I like that I see so much growth. It's okay. I don't feel look, I don't really feel drained. I feel incapable of doing as much as I used to when it comes to tarot specifically. Um, but I'm wondering, yeah, I think it might be specific energies almost where I don't know, it's like maybe it is just a carrot on a stick. And we got that message a few months ago, um, where all of tarot kind of felt that way for a minute. Just as I feel like I've been strung along by a lot of things, just for having faith, for walking with God, for staying on a path or par for the course, Where I was like, well, if I believe it, I better believe it wholeheartedly, dedicate myself to the whatever it is I gotta do, yeah. But perhaps the feeling was nothing more than a fluke, and I should have looked the other way times two, 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 you know? So that's definitely, I wouldn't say of concern, but I'm starting to be a little more aware, is how I would describe it. Just becoming a tidbit more aware of these things and wondering if that is indeed why it's been harder for me to do the lives. So, yeah. So, pretty funny stuff, I'll tell you. It's some pretty funny stuff going on. And I'm just sitting by and letting it fly and just like sometimes wondering if I should be more pissed off, more mad, more honest, more vocal. But then I also on the same motherfucking hand, I'm like, you said too much, you shared too much. Look at the way that they can just take anything from you. You put it all out there. You're so honest and good at what you do that, yeah, it is very easy to copy you because nobody really knows who you are. Or rather, not a very large part of the population knows who you are because 330 whatever people is sounds like a lot to me. 127 views is a lot to me. Where it's not nobody. It's just a small crowd. Um, so the more the time goes on, the more that comes out, the more that unfolds. I'm like, you're fucking joking right now. You're not even trying to be subtle about ripping things straight from my stream and posting it the next fucking day. And I can't even believe I just said that. Literally. Wow. I love, dude, it's been a minute. I love that you just popped up thirsty. Okay. I remember you said you were a Scorpio or something. Um, that is so funny that you would pop up in that moment that I said, I can't believe I'm saying this right now. And the tea showed up with the drips, though. I love it. Thank you. Come on. It speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. You think I'm lying? Look, the universe will show you the confirmation in the things that I say for you. Okay? Like there's a reason it's said. Missed you too. I know I'm a late night motherfucker, dude. I am nocturnal. I'm partially like, I'd probably be down to become a vampire, and the other part's like, am I already a vampire? I love being in the sun, but damn, I am up all fucking night. Um, thank you. Thank you. I do, you know what? And I do too. And I just want to live my life, be myself. And I literally see imprints of me, and it's never random, it's always at least 6 degrees, if not just one. Two. At the most three. You don't even need 6 steps to get there, I promise you. Okay. And I'm like, I'm literally sick of it, but there's nothing that I can really do other than what, promote my shit, keep talking about it, keep addressing it, keep accusing people of it so they can gaslight me into saying, no, it's not like that. That's how I happened. That's not what I did. You're fucking joking me. You can literally what I listen. I don't know who came on this chat right now who needed to hear this or who was doing this or who got done this to, but that is some really crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you still want to convince yourself you're not doing it. That's the craziest part of all. Oh my God. It's, listen, if haters made you famous, I'd be fucking Harry Styles. That's all I'm going to say. Haters do nothing but hate. Haters do nothing but hate. Imitation, far from being flattery, it's psychotry. Okay? No, it's not fucking flattering. No. No. Especially not when I'm looking up. I'm listen, listen. And then people have the audacity to come on this channel and say that I'm reading stuff, reading something. The fuck? Let me close my eyes for you. You think I memorized this poetry? Fucking Google it, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Not you, obviously. This is where this anger was. You know how at the beginning of the stream I was like, I was feeling so angry earlier and had so much to talk about. And then I came on and was like, oh no, I'm chill. But then somebody came on here and got it all fired up. Somebody got it all fired up. And I don't know, like I said, it might be that you are relating to what I'm saying, or you are the motherfucking culprit. Maybe both y'all here. Okay? Maybe both y'all. People who relate and people who do that. Everybody's here in the chat. All 5 of us. Yeah, comfy cozy, isn't it? Comfy fucking cozy. That's so fucking funny. Anyways, what's going on outside of that? Don't know why we had those intrusive special messages, other than I damn well do know why. I damn well do know why. Right? because I can't deal with that every day of my motherfucking life. Why do you think I got all these accounts blocked? Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? What did I do to you? Nothing. Welcome back, Rick James. That's cool. So, anyways, how's it going? I was saying, like, while your shit was bugging out, that I think it's just the Twitch app. I don't think there's much you can do about it if you're using it on your phone. It just sucks. I can barely watch the VODs on my own channel, which I don't do often, by the way. I only watched like one. I don't even think I finished it, but I was very much enthralled in it at the same time. Maybe that sounds conceited. I don't care. I get very insecure. And I genuinely start to believe that the people around me don't fucking like me. So I will be a little bit conceited if I want to. That's so cool. I've always wanted to make a zine. Like, I collected stuff for so long, and I start projects, and then something happens. I gotta move, I destroy it, and I get paranoid. I decide not to do it. I get talked out of it in my own self. But that's definitely, it's actually, let me show you my idea. My first one. I'm glad you said it. I actually have two things that I'll show you, are kind of in lieu of that. Who's it? But thank you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the zine. Right. I'm gonna do the zine. I don't have any money to invest in things like that, so it's gonna be my own thing first. But I have this like sketchbook someone made and bound for me a long time ago, and I feel like this is gonna be the first one. It'll just be like, because I only kind of half filled it at the time in high school, and it's not very many pages, but like start slow, start low, just like do a little bit, add layers and shit. Call this my first zine, like laugh out loud, love you. 30 an L on there, yeah. So I'm glad you said that. I needed the inspiration. I could fucking cry right now. Not for any particular reason though. It's like half hormones, half. I literally was not exaggerating when I say that I deal with this shit every single fucking day of my life. But neither here nor there. And then the other one, what's the other one? It was that, and then this, where it's not necessarily a zine, but I'm thinking about making it more zine. This is like a very no, it was actually pointed out to me like way after the fact, but it makes my branding extremely solid. Yes, it was like a miracle. I don't know. This is like not a zine. These are naughty. There's naughty pictures in here, so I can't actually flip through this. Um, but I'm thinking about making photo books that would have poetry. Basically, was the idea. Just like, the whole set maybe, or random pictures. This is more of a set, but it is some random photos. It was just like I did a set for Valentine's Day and had some pictures left over, but then I had other prints that weren't from the set either that I put in here. So thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Um, yeah, I do. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking. I don't know why I almost just said I'm gonna piss on somebody. But like, listen, y'all, if you want to pay me to pee on you, that's something that can definitely be negotiated. But that's not what I was gonna say. Like, I do need to keep creating. You're right though. I got to a point, I think just in the season, where I was high productivity mode all winter long. I did all of this in the winter, pretty much, except for like this was last summer, but and this was last summer. But like these were all winter, and not this one. But like these are the really detailed ones, right? All this, it was all winter. The streams, winter. You know what I mean? Where I feel like switching seasons, I'm like, damn, what am I supposed to be doing? Because all I want to do is drink coconut tequila outside and like roam the streets with my hula hoop and kind of just do whatever the fuck I want all the goddamn time, a little bit tipsy. Maybe that's not, you're maybe not supposed to be doing that. I don't do that. I want to do that. I don't. Obviously, don't, I don't do that just because I said I would like to do that. Sit in my own backyard, okay, or whatever. You get what I, yeah, yeah, you get what I'm saying. So I'm very confused. I'm like, well, if I'm only going to use this much of my time to be creative, the fuck thing do I pick? And you know what I pick? Detailed cleaning throughout my apartment. That's like, what? That's why? Why? You can do that during chore time. Yeah, well, I'm doing other stuff during chore time. So during creative time, I'm going to do more chores. Like, what? Why? That sounds boring and not fun. And like, who are you? Okay, gotta work now. God damn it. Like, you wrote at least? No, but at least I streamed. Yeah, okay. But do you even like it? You literally just, yeah. Oh, are you leaving? So sorry. Yes, I agree. I'm a motherfucking mind fucker. Got a mouth like a trucker. It ain't lollipop because I ain't a fucking sucker and I don't suck dick, so I guess I'm not a ducker, but I bring the fuckers so that must make me a fucker. Old lines. That was not impromptu. It was old. But okay. So are you missed any of the tarot or whatever? We're like really gonna get into it any minute now. You have to go to sleep. What time zone are you in? I'm sorry. Bye. I don't know how to. I'm from the Midwest. You know we never were no good at goodbyes. That's why I like that song so much. Sometimes a river. Okay. Listen, everybody. Um, Thank you for the pep talk. Cool. That's great. Love that. Oh shit, are you in high school? No. Come on. College semester ends in 2 weeks anyway. High school's got like 2 more months. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't try to like guess your life. I like don't. That makes sense. Yeah. That's hilarious. No, that's cool though. But yeah, good night. I'm sorry. I'm just this is really silly early hours being the goofiest goofball that ever balled. I also feel like not just lost in the creative sense, but also in the work, right? Because, like I said, I'm not getting my personal readings done as quick. I'm not being as intense on the streams. Well, no, okay. Intensity on 100 all the time. The readings don't get as in depth when it comes to the actual cards and things. Like, I don't know. It just seems like I'm up in the air and I'm letting the pieces fall to know what's going to be played and all that. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Like, I kind of am allowing this transition from winter to spring, from Aries season to Taurus season being my season because I'm a Taurus sun. I'm just letting it come in, letting it come in, letting things become more clear to me because right now I feel confused, I feel upset, I feel like I could never do anything right because everything is always fucking wrong. Everything I did's like, endless brokenness, endless backlash, endless betrayal, endless backstab. I'm like, okay, I understand that time 6 years and 4 months ago I did this one thing to this one person and maybe I'm missing too many things along the way that was not specific. I don't know what the fuck, it was random. Um Tried my apologies. I've tried it. I don't know. Things is just slow. And then they get slower because here I am like, man, for some reason I just don't do as much tarot. For some reason I have writer's block. For some reason, yeah. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? It's very unusual for me, especially at this time of year where everything's supposed to be picking back up. This is where I get really creative and into stuff. This is a time where I'm making new projects or whatever, but I feel like part of it is like, okay, it's a new decade though. Was another thing we talked about. So for the past 11 years, it's been year after year after year, same thing, new project of the same concept. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now it's like cultural reset. What does that mean for us? What does that mean in terms of what we do on a personal level? Because that's also going to have its adjustments. That's just kind of what I've been thinking is happening because I don't fucking know. I'm getting pissed off though because there's always, listen, this is a crazy thing. There's always shit going on out there, man. There's always going to be a planet moving backwards or something covering something else, or not being able to see stuff, or the natural progression of the way the moon looks, right? We gotta have, there's gotta be something, because at the other end, that stuff's been happening, right? Yes, yes, yes. And this man, I love you. This man ain't on his spiritual shit like that. He don't do tarot. He's just a guy. He don't even smoke weed anymore, y'all. This is what I'm fucking talking about. It's literally everybody I talk to. There's no common denominator. It's not age. It's not location. It's not whether or not you're doing this shit. And it's, listen, Mercury isn't even gonna go into retrograde for another 3 days. There's about to be a solar eclipse, and it's like, what does it all mean? Because they say that the eclipse is a good thing. Nothing really feels that good right now. Why? You're going to sit here and say all this good stuff is happening, but you can't even prove it. Okay, let me just hold on. Let me just hold on to my goddamn sanity that checked out months ago. Broke my goddamn necklace, okay? No, I seriously, it went from everybody being super tired, right? It's like loose cannon, asleep, wake up, loose cannon, asleep, wake up, loose cannon, asleep. But rapid fire, like why am I taking naps throughout the night? It's like what? No, I really done broke it. No. Um, I don't know. It's really nuts. It's really a weird time. But there's always stuff going on. There's always planetary interactions. There's always things moving. There's always going to be black holes and trinity spots and whatever the fuck. We're just really, really getting to the bottom of what we want. Really getting to the bottom of what we want. If this is indeed the Trinity spot that we are embarking on, as we've said it was, then it's a very crucial time to realize that you are quite literally being like, hey, okay, I want more of this. I want more of that. I want some of this. I want some of that. I want to add this. I want some da, 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 rather than the whole hate to be that way, would never want to do that, would never want to be them, would always, well, I want to avoid that. That's over. We did that. We already kind of feel like we've done that purge the past few years, you know. Now, with good grace, you step up and say, what you do want. And so, if we're feeling so we're losing it, maybe, well, you either know what the hell you want and don't have it, and you weren't really forced to fucking reckon with the fact that you wanted it in the first place until God said, okay, now, what do you want? And it was, oh, that was quick. You sure? Yep. Okay, well, yep. What if, nope. But yep. Okay. And now it's, well, what do I do? Wait. For what? I don't know. Okay. But enjoy the weather. I will. Just kidding. Oh, good. What? That sounds complicated. So, also, funnily enough, this is not funny at all. This is dystopian reality that we live in stuff. But, um, male trees, male plants in general, they are pollinators, right? So, oh wait, do I have this backwards? They're pollinators? So they spread more seed, or is it the opposite? I think that's how it works, but maybe it's the opposite, where because the women flower, they're a bit messier, they shed more, whatever. So there's basically an ecological imbalance that exists because of gardening and landscaping. And gardeners and landscapers, or the people who make those choices, have made the choice to choose the less messy plants, right? So while these trees and plants don't shed as much, they don't lose their flower, they don't lose their fruit like a female tree would, they still produce the pollen to go look for female trees to impregnate. Of course, there is none. So there's just an overproduction of pollen in the air all the time now. That's crazy because spring just started 3 weeks ago, and that's a good guess for why we all kind of feel like a mess. Because why? Pollen is seen by a threat to the body, hence why you have allergic reactions, hence why it affects your sinuses. You inhale that pollen, there is a trigger response in your brain to produce histamines, and those histamines work to fight that intrusive invader. And when you have high amounts of histamine, basically like high amounts of adrenaline with anxiety, it's a lot of fun, isn't it? Yeah, gotta love it. Plus, there's a lot of histamines in the foods you eat already, because this is a tactic in the wild as well to produce histamines to avoid being eaten, because it can create an allergic reaction, right? So you're like, damn, I've been feeling really anxious. Been waiting for this weather, finally fucking broke, and now I like can't even enjoy it because I feel so scared and alone. It's it could literally be the pollen. It might be your allergies. Histamine is known to cause anxiety attacks. Too high of histamine levels can cause an anxiety attack. So it's that's so not funny. That sucks. But that's true. So just try to be patient with yourself, but also understand that we are battling something that is so huge. We have no idea where it starts. But one very small faction in this would be, once again, gardeners and landscapers choosing to take the easy way out, not planting coopulants, right? It's that fucking crazy. I know. I know. So anyway, got 10 minutes, and then we're gonna switch to tarot mode. Anybody cares to join me? I'm gonna do some love readings, I guess. Those are the cards I pulled out for today. Um, I have 10 minutes until the ads go off, but like, do I need to wait 10 minutes? No, it's the same. No. I'm already zoning out a little bit, which could be that I'm gonna get some good channel messages, or it could be that it's hypnotic, or it could be that a lot of it. Who knows? Find out in 3 minutes. I'm gonna come back with some tarot. So stick around, or get up before you get down. Go to the bathroom, get some snacks, light some incense, wash your hands. Not in that order, yeah. Be weird. Do what you gotta do now, because we're gonna have a whole uninterrupted hour of tarot, etc. 3 minutes? 3 minutes? 3 minutes? 3 minutes? 3 minutes? See you then. All right, y'all. Getting into the tarot. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know why that had to sound so ominous. Listen, I'm so excited. I was just snacking. Sure, I have everything all cleaned up. Okay, let's get into it. Shout out if you're still here. Thanks so much. It's been a totally weird. Yeah, no, I agree. Been a totally weird. Grabbing some incense. Kind of wish I would have stretched more when I took a break instead of just being like, you know what, I'm gonna eat. Thank you. I wish I stretched instead, which sounds like kind of like toxic or anorexic or something, but it was definitely like a recreational snack. Also lighting this Taurus incense. This season starts so soon. I'm trying to keep all my incense even. I'm not going to actually. Oh, wait. I think I'm trying to keep them all the same number. It's weird. Like the whole zodiac, so I want them the same amount of incense in them. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is actually going to take forever because I can't remember which ones have, 11 and which ones have 10. So crazy. I think it's OCD will manifest in like the most absurd ways, where it was very, 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 very prominent in me when I was younger, especially like going through puberty. But even before that, like before I could tie my own shoes, I'd be like, "Mom, can you do it again? It doesn't feel right." Mom, can you just adjust my sock again? It doesn't feel right. Like the OCD is real as fuck. But I think just like over the years, many things have helped. Counseling, drugs, like recreational ones, smoke and marijuana in general, therapy, stuff like that has really helped. Um, but it just again, it just will manifest in the smallest ways. Like, oh, I need all of my incense to have the same number of incense in them, or I can't burn any of the other ones until all the other ones are at the same number. Like, yeah, it's random stuff like that now. And obsessively using hand sanitizer. That is not a COVID thing for me. That's always been that way thing. Um, yeah, just a little bit of OCD. Sometimes I get really paranoid about like having not. That's weird because I have to use it till it's gone. I'm like the opposite. um, but yeah, I've texted my roommates being like, "Yo, can you go check and make sure? I know I unplugged it, but can you just make sure I unplugged that thing?" Or like, "Hey, I don't remember if I locked the door. I'm just gonna do a protection spell because I'm too far away. Fuck, like stuff like that." Um, like I guess I'm a checker, and having a photographic memory makes it really easy for me to be like, "Oh, did I do the thing?" Yes, confirm, right? Memory confirm. But when I'm experiencing like that premenstrual dysphoria, um, or coming off of that, I get these bouts of like brain frogs, and I can't fucking hear anything, can't remember anything, can't visualize anything, can't think about anything. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't do my usual pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. I don't remember if I did it. Please, somebody check for me, horrible. Like electric shock therapy? What's EFT? Escape from Barkov? No. Electronic funds transfer? Tapping. Emotional freedom technique. Yeah, I see it now. I mean, I tap. I don't do it based on someone's instructions by any means, but I'm a big fucking self-soother and therefore tapper. It's very natural to just be like, okay, calm down, calm down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I'm in a fucking this uh, or just like the general like petting yourself or yeah, this one or this just like yep, nothing's more annoying than poking yourself in the forehead. Nothing is more fucking annoying than this. Because if I don't tap, I'm like, body slam, you know, or more. Right. So, hello. Yeah. Yeah. Like, feeling like I look like a fancy lumberjack. The hair and the flannel's giving lumberjack, but then, like, the fancy underneath it. We didn't actually start the tarot yet. I'm in tarot mode, but we were just discussing some stuff. So, getting into it, got the cards out on the table already. Not out of the bags, but just out on the tables. The uptime is officially gone. Unfortunately, though, because uptime is really fucking really good, people. White peach lemonade. I'm not telling you should drink it because they do not pay me to tell you to drink it, but I am going to tell you that I drink it and it's really good. This ain't no disco. Say no rodeo, whatever the fuck's whoever said. All I wanna do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. All I wanna do is have some fun. 'Cause the party has just begun. All I wanna do is have some fun. Until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard. Yeah, fuck yeah. Shania Twain, Sheryl Crow. Sheryl Crow. Both badass babes in 90s music for sure. Get a little more stoned because clearly I am too fucking hype right now. I'm getting into that part of my cycle where I'm no longer a lightweight but a heavyweight champion. A retired heavyweight champion getting back in the ring for the first time in 20 years and still giving a TKO. Like that's where we've gotten to. So it's fun. It's whiplash. I know. You're like, that was 20 days ago. I'm like, that's exactly my point. I know. I know. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Sucks. Um, just in regards to the PMDD stuff. We are gonna start tarot. We're doing love readings tonight just because I try to incorporate all my decks into the weekly schedule, and last night I used like 3 or 4 decks. I was very heavy-handed with the Cosmic Deck of Initiation lately. Um, I like think the only deck I really haven't used is a Demon Oracle. And because I'm using that one, I'm pairing it with the other 2 love decks. I also feel like I keep saying I'm gonna use a mystery deck, and I feel like I haven't in a while. And then I remember there was one night that I did use it, but that one probably longer ago than the others. So I'm incorporating the pink deck as well, even though that was another one where I used it like night after night after night for a straight week, it felt like. But I feel like we haven't done love readings in a while, so maybe whoever's tuned in tonight just like needs a love reading. I don't know. It wasn't really a conscious choice, like I said. I was trying to go for a deck I haven't used in a while. The only one is the Demon Oracle. So, if you don't already know, you're good. You're so funny. Yeah, he's done so much fucked up shit. Fuck Justin Timberlake. We've literally talked about this too, I think. Oh, even cuter. He's like fine. He's just a douchebag. He's not fine. He totally tried to ruin Brittany and Janet's lives without any remorse or apology until it was like 20 years later, and then he did it in the same breath. Like, fuck, such a douchebag. Literally exposed a woman on national television, got her blacklisted from ever touring or playing shows in multiple countries, never apologized for it, then went on to put his dick in a box. Like, that's fucking. Now, we're supposed to think that's fucking funny after you're fucking joking. You're fucking joking. As if the Jackson family hasn't been through a fucking enough. God, I hate him. And I try not to like hate on celebrities because it's like I don't think they're gonna watch my stream or anything, and I don't feel like I'll ever be on their level by any means. But it's just like I don't genuinely know these people. And I understand that being in the spotlight does get you extra scrutiny. So I feel like there's a lot of instances where someone's like, oh, they were an asshole. It's like, whatever. They had a bad day. They're just like that. Like, everybody's different. There's a lot of people in my life that are like, right. Like, there's people in my life who are just like not the nicest, friendliest people, and I've had no problem loving them. I've known people who've done really fucked up shit who are just mentally unwell, right? There's, what are you going to do? But there's some things where it's like, if they just blatantly act a certain way and they are blatantly like abusive to other people publicly and openly like that, it's like it's just too much of a red flag to overlook some of that stuff, no matter how much I can understand, empathize, tolerate, sympathize, etc. with like what these people do, you know? Um, there's just so much we don't know. But there's too much that he's shown us where I'm like, yeah, no, this fucking douchebag does not deserve the time of day. What a douchebag. Just douche, 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 douche. But he don't make vaginas any cleaner. Arguably neither do douches. Oh, yes, so true. So true. Anyways, Jessica Biel saw something in him, so who knows, really, right? See, but this is what I'm saying. He did all this out in the open. We were just too young to really process what he was doing. He made Cry Me a River like almost 10 years after he dated Britney Spears, and she still was his muse for the music video. That's like, what the fuck? He did interviews talking about sex with her when she was still publicly a virgin. Like, there was a lot of stuff that he was just doing right in front of us, and we're like, oh, but it's Justin Timberlake or 111. We were just young and didn't really find that kind of behavior problematic, or we bought into the narrative of like, oh, Janet Jackson showed her fucking tit on TV. No, Justin Timberlake exposed Janet Jackson's tit on TV. The fuck? Why did everybody hold that against Janet Jackson, and why did we go along with it? Probably because we were like 6, 8, 10 years old. Same with R. Kelly. Like, I remember the rumors when we were kids that he peed on a girl. I didn't get that was a real thing that people did. That's what I'm saying. Then if you look at the music video, that song's from like 2008 or something. Like, I don't know. It was like way. It was like he just harassed her and harassed her and harassed her, and now people are like, "Oh, look how mental she is." What the fuck do you think is gonna happen when you get gaslit in the public eye like that? You have an abusive family, you're forced to be on drugs. Now you're finally coming off of them, and people don't even want to give you 2 seconds to get your fucking feet on the ground before they judge you and say you deserved what you got coming. It's so fucked up the way people are treating Britney. Everyone's like, look at her make these videos of twirling a fucking man, another little whiny ass white dude being like, I didn't do anything wrong, and then going on national television joking about more sexual harassment. It's my dick in a box. That's funny to you after what he did to Janet. That's funny to me. That y'all think that shit is funny. The fuck? Imagine being Janet Jackson on the receiving end having to watch all that happen. Holy fuck balls, dude. You like got never mind. I don't that's kind of like so cringe. So not it, you know? You don't even have to go digging. That's the thing. If this was like, oh, I found these tweets from 2011 when Justin Bieber was 7 years old, like people, he was a white kid, leave him alone. At this point, I don't really care, and I'm not gonna defend Justin Bieber, but it's just an example of like he was like very young in the industry, and he said things that he was told could be funny or go over well with execs and blah 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 blah. And then you want to turn around and be like, look what he said. Yeah, he was like 9. Like somebody probably told him to say that. Like, are you kidding me? Shut up. That's not. You don't have to dig for these people to like see who they really are. You know what I mean? That's just so crazy. So, anyways, here's the thing, because I would say 80% of celebrities are just narcissists who need attention and need to be celebrated and need to be told that they're good at everything, who don't want people to say no to them, who want special treatment, who want to feel special, right? Grandiose thoughts gone too far. And 20% are just really talented people who happen to have jobs that put them in the same industry. That's, and you'll find predatory and bigotry oftentimes with narcissists because they have very little concept of what's good or bad, what's acceptable to do to another person. They have very, very, very weak boundaries. They like seek people who are needy or otherwise subservient to them. So, yeah, it's because narcissists collect there. But that's not the only industry, that's like that. And it's so funny too because the thing is, I have a very hard time sympathizing with some of the ones who come out and say, "Oh my God, it's so much work. We're so tired. We get harassed. People grab me." And I'm not sympathizing with them. But it's like you realize that this happens to like a lot of people in a lot of industries, and we just aren't making the millions of dollars. So, like, how bad can I feel? You think I've never been groped working at the bar for $20 an hour, but you want to complain that you were groped on set when you made 2 million and now have an entire circuit board of people who will defend you and tell your story? Good for you. Good for you. At least you can do something about it. At least you can afford to quit your fucking job. Like, it's very, 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 very hard to hold space and sympathy for people who literally like are so disconnected and like disillusioned from reality that they think that's somehow not the norm, and that they have the audacity to complain when they get paid way too much more than people who just deal with that every day, like for free, for nothing, for pennies on the dollar. Like, crazy. Yup. Yup. Literally so accurate. So accurate. So accurate. And that's why it's just like, yep, I don't know. It's wild to me, especially how many of them are so unoriginal in their crafts and stuff. Because it's like, why are you copying nobodies like me or them or whoever the fuck, from designers who get ripped off by bigger brands to artists who get their songs ripped? Like, their aesthetics copied, whatever the fuck you want to call everything that I do. That's fine. We don't have to go back down that road, but you get what I'm saying, where it's like, and then y'all want to complain about stuff that we go through for way less money. It's just like pick and choose your battles, right? It's just like if you have the power in the moment to do something about it and you don't because you want to be liked, right? Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? We just are poor and we can't just quit our jobs on a whim necessarily because we will lose everything. But you already have millions of dollars. You already own your home. You already have stocks in these companies. You already have wealth. And you just don't want to quit your job because you don't want to get FOMO. You don't want to miss out on something. You don't want to lose a brand deal. You don't want to, bitch, shut up. Shut up. I don't know if this to me, shut up, like just stop the conversation, or if it's for them to shut up. But either way, we're going to get to the tarot. There's a reason this came up, though. There is a reason this came up. And okay, so once again, I'm not just going to automatically hate on every celebrity because a lot of them do speak out instantaneously. That's like some of these younger girls. I feel like, was it Sweeney Todd or Sweeney, one of them from something like Euphoria. I don't know. No, Chrissy from Stranger Things. She, right, new actress, up and coming, promising career, did a Netflix show with a bunch of kids. Okay, she's like, there's too much fucking bullshit in this industry. I'm not taking jobs anymore. I'm not taking the gigs. That's what the fuck. That's a normal human reaction. She's like, I made money on Stranger Things. I don't need to live like a celebrity. I'm not gonna sit here and take these things. I'm gonna walk away from the set. You bet. Good for you, girl. And now she's doing what I do. Yeah. Because she is an autonomous human who isn't so deluded that she needs the hierarchy of this system to feed her ego and to become this. Da, 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 da. She was like, yeah, no. One red flag will do it. Peace out. You know? That's very cool. So you can't group all of them in one. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. That's so funny. Put in the fun house. God, I love you. Yeah, she's very real for that. That's what I'm saying, where it's not everyone. And you can't even just like, yup, yup. And so it's very hard to be like, you were enticed with millions of dollars to get sexually harassed when we all just don't have a choice and have to do it anyway. Oh my God. How sad for you. Better wipe your tears with your $100 bills. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I don't. I don't. It's so sad, but it's like that's how deeply fucked up it is, or like how fucked up the image that they want to maintain gets, right? Like Jeanette McCurdy is another really good example of someone who's like, yeah, no, acting fucked me up so badly. I think I'm gonna stick to indie films and I'm gonna write a book. Like that's another there's like a lot of people like that who just quietly departed and were very beloved and were in it in the first place for their talent and just were like, no. Actually, I do have morals. Actually, I would like to protect myself. Thank you so much. And then you look at people who never got out, like Britney, who's now breaking free and no one's even happy for her. There's some things that are concerning, but yeah, I don't think I could read it right now or anything. Yep, she sure the fuck is. I saw her one time when I was before I lived in LA. I was just visiting for Echo Park Rising is like a little festival they do, and she was at the store I was working at because there was someone she was in an indie film with who came to play the harp, and she wanted to support her friend, so she just came for the show. She was very quiet. She was not overly friendly or smiley or anything, so it wasn't like an approachable moment. But she was just like came to see her friend, talked to her afterwards. I think she like thanked the owner and then left. Like she was just very much like she didn't walk in like, ah, it's me. Oh my God. She was just very subtle and barely made eye contact with people she didn't know. So, and this was years ago. This was so many, like 6 years ago that happened way before the book or anything. So she just a beautiful woman. I don't know, from a distance at least, or from what it seems like off TV, on TV, or in script writing, etc. So it's like it's not impossible to break away from these things. It's not impossible to spot them from a mile away. It's not impossible to manage your money in ways that allow you to miss out on things or disregard things, right? Because I'm sure Chrissy wouldn't be able to just turn down yeah, like, yeah, she's seriously fire for that. Like, she's so cool. Um, but it's just like because he saw that she had enough to get by on what she was doing. That's great. Like, I don't know. It's just it's kind of like it's not even bothersome. Once again, I don't really know why this conversation came up, but obviously it needed to, especially if there's someone who comes on here who is in that category or wants to become that, where it's like listen, I get it because if you're gonna have to go through it, you might as well get paid to do it, right? And I've come to terms with the fact that it's like, okay, yes, these industries are evil, but is it any more evil than what I've had to deal with in the industries that I already have worked in? I can honestly say probably a little bit, just there's more money. I think people are just as sick. You run into just as many. Oh my goodness. Okay, we definitely need to get to the cards now. That's hilarious. This is a weird conversation for anyone to walk into. Hey everybody. Thanks, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Winger? No, Jeffrey the Seer. Okay. That's so funny. Yes, it's card time. I don't know if it's like the Twitch. Hey everyone. Yeah, we're gonna not we're not gonna carry on this conversation that's already too long. It's a Mario Party. I mean, a raid. It's a raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm a very serious man, and I take this job very seriously. Take cards very seriously. So if you're not here to be very, very serious, thank you, Suzanne, then this is the place for you. I'm just kidding. It's real silly early hours all times of the day. Okay. You're so clever, Suzanne. Yeah, seriously, thanks for the rain. This is so much fun. Um, y'all are awesome. I can't help but think about Leonard Cohen now. And Suzanne takes you down to a place by the river. You can hear the boats go by. You can spend the night beside her. And you know that she's half crazy, but that's why you wanna be there. And she'll feed you tea and oranges that come all the way from China. Hi. Were you with Jeffrey? Wolfie, were you with Jeffrey? And you want to travel with her, and you want to travel blind. Oh, just a coincidence that you came right after this rave. I love that. I just called it a rave. I'm gonna just start calling them raves. Hey, you guys want to go have a rave on someone else's channel? Zen takes her hand. Damn, I don't remember the rest. Yeah. And Salvation Army counters. And you know that she will love you, for she's touched her perfect body with a mind. Jesus was a sailor. That That's so crazy. That's so funny. You know what's so wild to me is like, how old are your parents? Because you're a baby. That's baby. Wolfie is baby right there. How fucking old are your parents? That's crazy. Gen X is like overall pretty cool. I would like to think that millennials are pretty cool, but sometimes these stories I hear, modern day parents being like, crystals are a cult. Listen, crystals are geology, baby. That is a subject in school, and I think you need to go on that angle. Like, fuck that. Don't get rid of your crystals. You just be like, why do you think it's bad for me to be into rocks? Did you know that without rocks, we would not be able to carbon date anything on this planet? We would never have been able to estimate when the dinosaurs roamed and existed. There will be no way to know how long these mountains and other rock formations have been here, if not for the rocks. That's so sad. Okay, yeah, don't get rid of them. You just have to be like, I'm actually getting into geology and I collect rocks because I'm trying to memorize all of them. Suzanne takes your hand. Okay, so if you are just tuning in or you haven't been here before, that's fair. As long as someone you can trust. But I would just keep some of the really, really good ones. That's what I'm saying. If you're just tuning in, if you're just finding out, If you came here for any reason or any doubt, I'm here to soothe. I do general readings if it wasn't already obvious to you. And the reason I do that is because they are always very personal. And if you can imagine a general reading getting very personal, then a personal reading would just be too obvious and downright embarrassing. It's gotten that way before. I don't need to know you people though, you know? So this is a general reading. It just got started. I'm just laying out these cards. The deck I'm using is what I refer to as my pink deck. It is the Neo. Amen. Amen. It's very historic. It's very much a part of who we are. It's very much always been of the culture. I just got very, very heat. Did somebody have a fever? It's very cold down here. I had to put the flame on because I was too cold, and all of a sudden I just got almost not flustered, cause like nothing. I mean, nothing flustered me. Oh, you got a crush on me, don't you? You need to be a little more subtle if you're gonna be on my channel. And I am talking about you, bad day. That's funny. I'm like, why did I flush? You thought I looked cute today. You, no, come on. I'm teasing somebody, right? I don't need to know. Unless someone literally has a fever. I'm just kidding. Unless someone has a fever, someone's felt very flushed. I got a heat wave over me. It was really bizarre. But it was mostly my cheeks. That's why I was like, did somebody blush? Because I wasn't actually blushing, but I felt it, you know? That's so weird. It's fucking freezing here. Okay? Like, very, very random. So anyway, the pink deck is the one that I reserve for. Okay. Thank you both very much. I love all of you so much. It's so much fun to be on here. And sorry when I joke too much. Thank you. Also, very crazy vibes. Very much chaos. Very much never trying to fool anyone.